All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And from back there... Wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. On first down, Swift. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You better be afraid of me. And 58 is the mic.
Try to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
From the gun, here's Watson. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Who's set? 19! 29! 4 down. Alert! Tight go.
On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing again is Watson. And that'll be caught by Kupp. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. They'll try the left side. Swift. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D.
To throw is Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Set. 19. 54. Watch 83. Watch 83.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check 26, check 26. Shit. 24. Joker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch the slant. Tighten up.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, Allen forced out to his left. And right away he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
53.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
53, Mike.
Hey, we heavy on the edges,
Pass 35, pass 35.
On 2nd and 9, Allen is going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
Here's Allen to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a carry for Bernard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Bernard. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Let's go.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the shotgun snap to Allen. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
11 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll run here with Bernard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. From the gun, it's Allen, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, D. Motion. Hard. Check 24. Watch 24.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Reset. 19.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hey, hey, hey. You got three. You got three.
Here's Watson now on second down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Reset. 19. 26.
Let's go, defense.
24. 29.
Slam.
They'll run on first down. Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, arguably, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Allen from the gun on third down. He's going to air one out. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 7. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
On first down, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist.
And this is going to be intercepted. picked off at the 11. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact. It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A final shot before the break. Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Mike, 53. 53.
Again, here's Bernard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
You got him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the pass. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Motion. Stop.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 69 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Watch the back.
Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
56.
Here's Bernard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Army. Go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, complete to Dorsett.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To the air. Allen looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Allen going to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right. He's tight right.
54.
Hey, we got
54.
Check 50. Check 50.
Here's Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. as his guys continue to pour it on. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Bernard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Allen off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get
24.
He don't want it.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Allen now. From the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken. Down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Right. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check.
24 down, he's coming. 25.
Now Watson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
Hey, alert, alert.
6.
Time to go.
Back to throw, Watson. They complete it to Hill. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Watson flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Watch
24.
On 2nd down now, Swift. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Check.
Alert, alert. Alert.
31. Check 52. Check safety, check safety.
Right back to him on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? To throw is Watson. And going deep for... Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that, has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Rush in. Rush in.
24 is down. He's coming.
Check 25.
24.
Check.
On 3rd down, Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Sanders' kick is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Let's go, baby. Return up.
After the interception, here's Watson. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. They'll try the left side. Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
What's that? 19.
Mike's 56. Watch the out. 56 to Mike.
24.
To Mike. You don't want him.
24.
Pick up the ball. Say.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Matt Hawk now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 29, Allen, now a desperation throw deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Tight end's right. Everyone jump forward. 36. Hey, watch edge.
Check 43. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium, and the Giants have scored to extend their lead. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7.
Get set. 19.
Hey, I'm coming.
Down and go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Returning, it's Benjamin. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up.